Life is hard, pressure from every side, bills, deadlines, people, noise. Sometimes it feels like the world is pushing you over the edge. But what if you didn't have to break? What if you could stay calm no matter what? Unshakable, steady, focused. That's what the Stoics mastered. And that's what you're about to learn. Not fluffy advice, not trendy self-help, but timeless wisdom, 10 principles, rooted in ancient truth, designed for modern chaos. By the end of this video, you won't just understand Stoicism, you'll live it. So settle in. Let's begin. Principle 1: accept what you can't control. Let's start with the most important lesson of all. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. It's simple, but it changes everything. You can't control the weather, you can't control traffic, or your boss, or a rude stranger on the street, but you can control your reaction, your attitude, your words, your choices, and that's where your power is. When you waste energy on things outside your control, you suffer, you complain, you panic, you break down. But when you focus on what you can do, you take back control. Let's get real. You lose your job, you can spiral. Or you can update your resume and move forward. You get dumped, you can beg and cry. Or you can reflect, grow, and become better. This is not about being emotionless. It's about being in control of your emotions. You don't repress them. You understand them. You process them. Then you act from wisdom, not impulse. Epictetus said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. If you can accept that, you stop being a victim, and you become powerful. You stop saying, why me? You start saying, what now? And that mindset, that's everything. Principle to build resilience through struggle. Here's something most people get wrong. They think strength means never struggling. That's false. Real strength comes through the struggle, through pain, through pressure. Think of steel. It's forged in fire. So the Stoics embraced hardship, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they knew it was the best teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Let that sink in. Your problems aren't obstacles, they're opportunities to rise, to learn, to evolve. Every failure, every insult, every setback, it's all training. You're not here to avoid pain. You're here to become someone who can handle it, someone who can carry it, someone who can grow from it. Look at your life. What broke you also built you. What hurt you also helped you. And what you're going through right now, it's shaping you into someone stronger. If you let it. Resilience isn't a gift. It's a habit. It's earned. Repetition after repetition. And you build it by facing discomfort. By standing in the storm and not running. So when life punches you in the gut, breathe, square your shoulders, and walk forward anyway. That's Stoic. That's strength. Principle 3: live according to nature. What does it mean to live according to nature? To the Stoics, it meant one thing: live in alignment with your true self, not the self you pretend to be, not the self society wants you to be, the real you, that means understanding your nature as a human being. You're born with reason, with the ability to reflect, to choose, to grow. So use it. Don't act on impulse. Don't follow the crowd. Act with clarity, with intention, with principle. The Stoics believed we are all part of a greater whole, a system, a universe, a community. And just like a hand belongs to a body, you belong to something bigger. So live in a way that serves not just you, but others to be useful, be honorable, be kind. That's natural. Now, this doesn't mean living like a monk. It means living with virtue, with courage, with justice, with wisdom, with balance, not chasing every desire, not running from every fear, but finding your center and acting from it. Modern life pulls you in 1,000 directions, live according to nature. And you stop drifting. You stop living reactively, and you start living deliberately, on purpose, with power. Principle 4, cultivate inner strength. Let's talk about real strength, not how much weight you can lift, not how loud you can talk, but how deeply you can stand when everything around you falls apart. That's inner strength. It starts with knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you won't tolerate. It's quiet, calm, grounded, and it doesn't come overnight. It's built brick by brick, choice by choice. You build it by doing what's hard. By keeping promises to yourself. By staying disciplined, especially when no one's watching. By setting boundaries, saying no, staying focused. You also build it by asking for help when you need it, because true strength is not isolation. It's community. It's leaning on others when you need support and offering the same in return if you have a spiritual practice. Use it, draw strength from it, and no matter what you believe, practice gratitude. Yes, gratitude, because when you stop focusing on what's missing and start appreciating what you have, you become unstoppable. Gratitude rewires your brain. It builds mental armor. You start to see clearly even in chaos. Inner strength isn't loud. It doesn't seek attention. It just endures. And when life tests you, and it will, this strength will carry you through. Principle 5, embrace vulnerability. This one might surprise you. Vulnerability in a video about strength? Yes, because here's the truth. If you run from your fears, they control you. If you hide your insecurities, they grow. But when you face them, when you admit, I don't have it all figured out, you become real. And real is powerful. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the path to authenticity. It's how you connect with yourself and with others. Stoicism isn't about pretending you don't feel. It's about not being ruled by what you feel. It's about saying, yes, I feel fear, but I'll act anyway. Yes, I'm hurt, but I won't stay bitter. Yes, I'm flawed, but I'm growing. This honesty builds self-trust. It builds resilience, and it frees you. You stop trying to impress everyone. You stop living behind a mask, and you start living truthfully, boldly, fully, because when you embrace who you are, mess and all, no one can use it against you. Vulnerability is the doorway to strength, and courage walks through it. Principle 6, practice gratitude. Gratitude changes everything. Not because it fixes your problems, but because it changes how you see them. Most people focus on what's missing, what they don't have, what went wrong, but the Stoic sees what is, what's still standing, what's still within them, even when life hurts. There's always something to be grateful for. A breath, a lesson, a second chance, Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess. Gratitude isn't just positive thinking, it's a discipline. A daily ritual. Wake up and count 3 things you're thankful for. Write them down. Say them out loud. Feel them. Do it especially on hard days, because that's when it matters most. Gratitude builds resilience. It reminds you. You've already survived so much. You've already grown through pain. You're still here, still standing, still trying, and that's something to be proud of. Gratitude is quiet power. It softens your heart, sharpens your mind, and brings peace in chaos. Practice it every day. Principle. 7. Exercise self-restraint to know the fastest way to ruin your life. Give in to every impulse. Say everything you think. Chase everything you crave. Avoid everything that's hard. The Stoics knew this. That's why self-restraint temperance was one of their 4 cardinal virtues. It's not about denying pleasure. It's about controlling your desires before they control you. It's about saying, no, I won't lash out. No, I won't overindulge. No, I won't procrastinate, because I have goals, because I have purpose, because I have self-respect. Here's an example. You're in traffic. Someone cuts you off. Your first reaction. Anger. Maybe even road rage, but the Stoic pauses, asks, will this help? Usually, it one single quotes so they stay calm. They don't suppress the anger, they observe it. They understand it. Then they let it go. That's strength, that's restraint. Same goes for arguments. When emotions are high, speak less. Think more. Words have weight. Once spoken, they can't be taken back. Self-restraint builds better relationships, more focus, more progress, more peace. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And every time you choose restraint over reaction, you grow. Principle 8. Mindfulness and reflection. Life moves fast. To fast, you wake up. Check your phone. Rush to work. Distract yourself all day. Then crash, repeat. But if you never pause, you never grow. That's where mindfulness comes in. The Stoics were mindful before it was cool. They reflected every day. They asked, what did I do well? What could I improve? Where did I lose control? Where did I act with wisdom? This reflection creates awareness, and awareness creates power. Start simple. At the end of each day, take 5 minutes. Journal. Or just think. Look at your choices. Not to judge, but to learn. In the morning, prepare your mind. Ask, what challenges might I face today? How do I want to respond? This prepares you. It makes you calm, sharp, ready. Mindfulness also helps in the moment. Feel anger rising? Breathe. Feel anxious? Slow down. Feel tempted? Observe the urge. Let it pass. Mindfulness creates a space between trigger and response, and in that space is your freedom. The more you reflect, the more intentional you become. And over time, you stop reacting to life. You start leading it. Principle 9. You're not your thought. Most men confuse what they think with who they are. Big mistake. Your thoughts are automatic, random, triggered by old fears, childhood memories, social pressure. They come uninvited. That doesn't make them true. A T doesn't make them you. If your mind says, I'm weak, I always mess this up, nobody respects me, that's just noise. It's not reality. You don't have to obey your thoughts. You just need to notice them, like a soldier watching the enemy move. Step back, watch the thoughts, don't chase them. Ask, is this thought useful? Is it true? Does it help me act with strength? If not, discard it. It's dead weight. Stoics didn't fight the mind. They observed it, detached from it. They kept control. Remember, your thoughts are a tool. You're the craftsman. Use them, or put them down. The mind can be a weapon or a cage. Train it, sharpen it. Don't let it control the mission. Principle 10. The obstacle is the way every man faces resistance. That's part of the path. You want growth? Get ready for pain. But here's the truth. Pain is feedback. Hardship is direction. The Stoics knew this. They didn't pray for an easy life. They trained for a hard one. Obstacles reveal who you are, what you really believe, what you're willing to fight for. You're not tested when things are smooth. You're tested when things fall apart. And that test, that's where the real growth happens. Marcus Aurelius didn't just say the obstacle is the way, he lived it. Running an empire during plagues, wars, betrayal, still writing, still thinking clearly, still acting with virtue. So when life hits, you don't say, why me? Say, good, now I get to train. Now I get to build resilience. Now I get to rise. Every obstacle is a mirror. It shows you who you could be if you push through, if you rise up. Let resistance shape you. Let adversity sharpen you. Let failure forge you. This is the way. This is the warrior's path. Here's the truth. Most men run from discomfort. They numb out, scroll, drink, complain. Escape, but not you. Not if you've made it this far. You're here to grow. To strengthen your mind. To master yourself. Acceptance isn't weakness. It's power, it's clarity. It's step one on the path to action. When you accept reality, you stop wasting energy. You start moving forward. You realize it's not about perfect control. It's about controlled response. You're not meant to bend the world to your will. You're meant to face it like a man. Calm, focused, unshaken. That's what Stoicism teaches us. Discipline over emotion, virtue over comfort, reality over fantasy. So here's your challenge. Stop resisting life. Start engaging with it. Head on, with strength, with clarity, with intention. You want peace? Earn it through action, through integrity, through daily effort. This is the Stoic path. This is the warrior's mind. Walk it and don't look back. If this message hit you deep, don't just watch, apply it. Share this video with a man who needs to hear it. Hit subscribe and keep building your inner fortress. Stay strong, stay grounded, and keep walking the path. This is Stoic guidance. Until next time.